boat patrolling the water, but just avoid that, and literally that is it then. The heist is done. Just take the boat out into the water, and
the Cayo Perico Heist can drag on and on. So today I'm going to show you how to complete the Cayo Perico Heist in under 12 minutes. Welcome back to GTA Robot. Let's get into the video. Number 7, scope the drainage tunnel. The drainage tunnel is by far the best place to infiltrate El Rubio's compound. It allows players to skip the part of the heist where they would typically traverse across the island. Instead, players who have the drainage tunnel scoped out can enter through the compound from the start. Players can find this infiltration point behind the compound near the southmost part of the island. It's underwater, so players have to swim down it. Once a player has it in their sights, Pavel will state that it can be used during the heist.
And then get as far as you can and then swim across those drains. I'm not really sure about rebreathers because whenever...
Number 6, scope the main dock. Another area that isn't needed during the initial heist setup is the main dock. Pavel will task players with identifying the north dock, but when it comes to the main dock, players will need to locate it on their own. Luckily, this dock is easy to find and even easier to snap a picture of. Players can take a picture of the dock from the water after scoping the drainage tunnel, or they can come in from behind and take a picture of it when avoiding the guards. The main dock is easy to spot and is located around the center of the island on the western side.
During this part, you want to spend about a second on the green things. You can go over them quickly and then go back through. And
Number 5, set up the heist right. There's multiple ways to set up the heist, but only a few will allow players to get through it with blinding speed. The best vehicles for infiltration are the Alcana Stealth Annihilator and the Kosatka. Each one of these vehicles can get players to the drainage tunnel with ease. Next, choose the drainage tunnel as the means of entering the compound. The main dock is the fastest place to escape the island when playing solo, but there are other means if a player is in a group. The player can choose to take on the heist during the day or night, but it doesn't matter which one is chosen.
For the guys that will see you, no matter what you're wearing or what you look like, they will see you and they will shoot you.
Number 4, get into the compound / take the right path. Players will be using the drainage tunnel to enter the compound. There is no explanation needed except to complete cutting the grate as quickly as possible. Once everyone is in the compound is when the fun really begins. Players will want to get through it fast, and there is really only one path to take. When playing solo, the player won't need to worry about collecting the key card. Run a path from where the compound is entered to the left and straight past where the Juggernaut walks. Get up the stairs of the office while taking out each guard that stands in the pathway. There are only 3 guards that are needed to be killed on the way to the office.
Yeah, basically that was the thing. The fingerprint seemed a lot quicker and a lot easier than the casino one, depending on how you do it. So here you can see that I was looking for key.
Number 3, get the goods and get out. After players get down to the basement by completing the fingerprint scanner hack, they will need to escape the compound without being caught. Players who got the gate key during their trip can run through the gate that is by the main gate. Be sure to take out the guard that stands next to the gate. Players who didn't get the gate key can take a longer route by running up to the center of the compound straight to the gate. There is a guard that players can take out if they want who strolls past the main gate.
And you'll see here I waited for him to come around the corner before I shot him, because that way no guard would see him. And you can also see that I'm right by a grapple hook, and there was the point.
Number 2, get to the main dock. Solo players will need to take a trip to the main dock if they want to fill up their loot bag and escape. Take out the guards and camera along the main path leading out of the compound. Take the motorcycle next to the compound security gate and take a trip into the woods to the north. Avoid taking the road because of the cars. Travel through the woods and make it to the main dock that will be marked on the minimap. There are 2 areas here that have a secondary target. Enter the main dock in the area closest to the compound, take out the guards on the way, and hit up the 2 buildings that have secondary targets. The next step, escape.
Right on the D-pad, so that it actually does it. Now I believe this is a point of no return, so if you do this you won't be able to go.
Number 1, take an alternate route. If a group takes on the heist and manages to get all their bags full while in the compound, they won't need to go to the main dock. Getting to the main dock as a group can also prove to be a little more difficult than as a solo player. Once the group is out of the compound, take a sharp turn to the right and run to the side of the building. Once there, head over to the cliffs to the side of the compound and take a leap into the water. Dive into the water and swim out to the sea. Takes about a minute to swim far enough for the heist to be completed, but players stand almost no chance of getting caught this way.
It went wrong that heist, but still it made a tutorial because it was such an easy heist, so hopefully this has helped you guys pass it. I'm not sure if you can probably do it this way with 4 players as well. Just make sure that they're careful. Show them.
This brings us to the end of our video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos in the future. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen, because I'm sure you'll love them. With that, I'll see you in the next video.